Mac has been very patient here, and so we would like to hear from him. And you know, I'm not sure what you want to talk about, but a couple things I would be interested in hearing maybe is, you know, is there a role for traditional Hawaiian management practices to play in management of the Honu? Is there maybe a role for the ahamoku system? And, you know, I might be interested in hearing also if faced with the prospect of Honu management, you know, what would happen at Mo'omomi? You don't have to answer all those. You can say whatever you want. I was just...
I'm going to answer all those. Finally, I was checking my time the whole time. And before they started, I told Paul, my pal that worked with me, I thought this is going to be a long night. Okay? Wow. I stay on a spot now. And hopefully, I'm not going to make them a long night. I'm going to get to the point, and I hope we can come up with a lot of good ideas and a lot of good solutions. Earlier, when I walked in, I was hoping that DLN are going to participate in this. I represent the people of Molokai. I represent the Ahamoku and Ahakiole from Molokai. And I also represent all the people that came before me that taught me what I know. And I represent pretty much the whole island of Molokai. A lot of good stuff I was listening to, and that's a good thing about being last. You know, you can comment on stuff that people said before you, or you can make up your own and make them more long. Anyway, first of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about the ahamoko, because it's I think maybe not all of us in this room tonight is aware of that system of management. That's what I call it. Some people like to call it government. It's just a system of management, okay? And this system is managing our resources, okay? Our natural resources. We are strong on Molokai. That's part of our economy. When everything shut down, we still survive, okay? Because we still get. So my ideas might not be parallel to some of these guys on a panel. I will grow up eating turtle. I will grow up seeing a lot of turtle. And I say that my whole life, I've seen a lot of turtle. When I used to go with my dad, the throw net, a lot on a shoreline where I manage today. We've seen a lot of turtles on the sand. Then came one period where we had plenty limu lipo on our side of the island. And the limu used to pile up on a beach. And I noticed during that time, the turtle had a hard time coming up on a beach. So I went through many years of intense observation of this green sea turtle. A lot of the young people in my community, they talk about how good the turtle tastes. And when I told them I was coming down here to tell you guys the truth, I never know until today that I was going to sit on this panel. I was surprised. So somebody responsible for not letting me know. Anyway, I'm honored to be here. We have a lot of turtle in Molokai. In fact, the area that I manage, that's where George Balaz does most of his work in the state of Hawaii. We've been having turtle come in every year. During the ban, we noticed that we've been having a bigger population coming in, And not just at this one site. We have several sites on different parts of the island. And those sites, maybe some people they don't know where it is. But because I fish a lot, the boys that I train, they fish all the time. They give me the report, and we just go and report that kalapapa starting to nest. You know, there's something new. There's something very exciting for us on Molokai, knowing that the population is expanding, and I think the DNA guys, like the scientists, people over here, need to get up there and register the turtles, the DNA, and make sure that we have these different families around the state that claiming their own places, yeah? And we understand that as Native Hawaiians. Not too many guys, I would say, in a state had that opportunity. But on Molokai, we did, and I'm very grateful for that. And like Micah said, you know, I always respect the people that came before me. This is why I'm here. This is why I speak for them. And they're not here. When the people on Molokai heard it, that I was coming to this thing, they told me, Matt, just let them know that, hey, we like eat the turtle, but we don't like hide. I said, I know that. I said, you know something? Actually, you don't need hide. All you gotta do is just be honest and not just abuse the population, yeah? And I tell you something, you know the band, the good thing about the band, like Frank was saying, kind of wake people up, and I see that in people where when we respect the law, they when abide to the regulations, the restrictions, and hey, if they will eat turtle, I don't know, you know, but if they did, no more evidence. But they said tastes good, you know. So on Molokai, it's you know, very healthy population. We're doing a lot of work in making sure that the population is stable, and we do have an overpopulation. In fact, I wrote some stuff thinking that maybe I wouldn't be part of the audience. So I wrote some stuff, make sure that I get the questions in, you know, to some of the panelists up here. Anyway, I'm just going to read some of the stuff that we talked about, the people from Molokai. Okay? So regulating and harvesting of the turtle. Yeah? One of the things that we're concerned about is, well, we're looking at eating a turtle, you know, as our food. So it was important to us, knowing that people already adjusted, acclimated to the idea that, hey, the thing is coupled, yeah? So now we can impose no-take zones, yeah? Nesting areas, breeding areas, no-take. Not just the turtle on the shore, the turtle they're breeding right offshore, because they breed close to where they're going to lay the egg. So, no-take zone. Yeah. Also, prime feeding areas, we question that. Like, do we really need that? Or maybe some of the other islands need that. Maybe not necessarily Molokai, because we have a big area. We have a massive area where they feed. Okay? We also know where they sleep. And knowing where they sleep, that actually gives us some good baseline on what the population is. Yeah. I don't know if the scientists do that, but we're actually in the water, seeing where they sleep. And when they gather to sleep, it's mostly the turtle of same size. Yeah. They don't sleep big and small together. It's mostly the big ones that sleep together. And they sleep maybe in piles of anywhere from 4 to 10 sometimes. You know, they're all sleeping together under the shelf. Their head inside a shelf, or call it sticking out. Yeah. But we see this kind of stuff, so it's evidence that is happening. Okay? Improve and maintain. We need to kind of set some kind of parameters on a minimum size and a maximum size. Yeah? From what size to what size we're going to harvest. I know that we already decided that we don't like harvest the ones that lay eggs. Okay? Zero harvest of that, even if they're not laying eggs. Brood stock is very important to us. Yeah? Okay? Things that is permitted and not permitted, that kind of stuff is up for discussion. Bag limit, whether it's going to be a seasonal hunt or all year round, that kind of stuff is all up for discussion. So just briefly, some of the stuff that we're concerned about, okay? And I note that a couple of things that we wrote down to note that there should be no commercial harvesting of the turtle and no night diving. The way we harvest on Molokai, we have several ways of harvesting. One is hook and line. One is freehand, just grab them if you're good. Guys used to spear them, okay? I'm against spearing. You can gaff them. You can power head. You can, actually we have a Hawaiian way of, I call it lasso, but actually it's not lasso. When the turtle come up, we have one lead with a hook at the end, and we swing them around like one lasso and try to throw them over the head of the turtle. As long as you get him in line and over the head, he's going to dive down and then hook will come back to him. And that's how we hook them. Not necessarily we run ika on a bait, on a hook, but it's the old Hawaiian style that we catch a turtle. Okay? So it's just some of the stuff that I like share. I think we had some good stuff that came out. And like I said, I don't like to take up all you guys' time. I can share a lot of stuff, but maybe we'll hear from the audience too, yeah? So mahalo.
Thank you, Matt.